What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday. I am back. This is the third video I have done today, and maybe the first video that I'll be able to release today. It's been very frustrating with copyright issues. I know there are other ways to do this, but I like to do it the way I do it. And so sometimes there are videos that YouTube says I'm not allowed to upload or publicize. But that's neither here nor there. So we're doing NIGHTWISH. I got a couple requests for NIGHTWISH recently. I like NIGHTWISH, so I'm happy to do that. Happy to oblige. I'm doing Noise, which is a song I don't know. I have always been partial to the Tarja version of NIGHTWISH. This is Floor, I believe. We'll get into it in just a second. Before I do, a few things. Obviously, latte. Just made this. It's nice and hot. Look at that. Look at that foam. That's beautiful. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional musician. I'm not an expert. I'm not a composer or anything like that. So I'm not probably going to be getting too into the weeds on how the song's put together, on the details, right? That's not my skill set. And don't be a dick. NIGHTWISH is generally fairly heavy, right? Symphonic metal. If you don't like heavy music, you might not like this one. I try to be really thoughtful and respectful when I do these, and I would just appreciate if we can keep the comments from being a negative place to be. You're welcome to disagree with me. You're welcome to dislike my opinion, but I would like to keep it positive at least, or professional. With that out of the way, let's get into it. This is Noise by NIGHTWISH.
We
Okay. Well, I like the video. I do enjoy it. I'm gonna actually take these off. Hard to follow a little bit. I picked up some stuff, but I don't understand all of what they were trying to say. It feels kind of like the Matrix, right? You got the people in the masks where they can't, but I'm not sure what those masks are doing. I assume it's showing them the rest of the video that we're seeing, right? You've got the spider person who puts them in the mask in the forest. And then what I'm assuming is that what we're seeing on the front of the mask, or hood, or whatever you want to call it, is being, shown to them. And then you got some sort of standard cultural criticism, right? The doing everything for the gram, doing everything for online clout, right? You've obviously got the model, right? I don't know if they're trying to make commentary on people showing more skin, right, in order to get attention. I don't know if they're making that commentary. I personally don't care. I think you should be allowed to put whatever you want out there, as long as it's legal, obviously. And then you just have to live with the consequences of it. But that's an aside. You've got the guy doing the virility pills, right? Trying to reclaim youth, trying to maintain his figure, right? You got the fat away. You got the the pills for your manliness that he was taking. You've got the environmentalist who's chaining themselves to the tree and then taking pictures of it or streaming it or whatever. Which, that's valid commentary, right? There is an aspect of that that's performative, or at least can be. I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody's motivation, but it certainly can be a performative. Look at how good I am for doing this thing, right? I care. Look how much I care. You've got the little girl. I don't really know what her thing is. You've got the king guy. I'm also not sure exactly what his deal is. I will say, I watched Taskmaster, and he reminds me of the guy from Taskmaster Sweden. I believe his name is Ole. Nope, not Sweden. Which one is it? I'm Googling. Finland? No. Stormister. Kalle. No, Lasse. Okay, yeah. He reminds me of Lasse Rimmer, who is, I think he's a comedian. I don't think it's actually him, but like I don't know that many Nordic people, so it just kind of looked like him to me. Yeah, like I said, I'm not entirely sure what we are supposed to be picking up from that guy. And then you've got all the acolytes, right, on their screens, which that's fair, right? You know, you saw I pulled mine out just to go along with the video. But yeah, absolutely, that's reasonable criticism. People are too addicted to screens, to the exclusion of the world around them. With that being said, don't you dare try to take away my cell phone, because I'm also addicted. And then I didn't understand the guy's screen went red, and then they beat him up, and I'm sure that means something, but I don't know what it does mean. And then finally, you got the guy in the bathtub of oil with the duck, which is, you know, very symbolic, of course, oil spills and how, you know, our addiction to oil is hurting nature. But also, I just think I would be so uncomfortable. It'd be so hard to get clean after having that. I don't know if it was really oil or if they if they just dyed something else black. But it looked greasy, and I like to be clean. I would have a real hard time with that, trying to get showered off afterward. All that aside, lyrics were a little bit difficult for me to pick up because it felt like her voice was a little bit back in the mix, just not super prominent. I was having a little bit of a hard time understanding it. But she has a good voice, you know. Certainly does not, well, based on this one song, I will say, she does not seem to have the range or the theatricality that Tarja had, which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Different voices are good for different styles, different songs, right? But I didn't notice her doing any of the big operatic stuff that Tarja would do. Good song though. I like the music, right? Nightwish is a great band. Their instrumentation has always been really good. Yeah, I liked it. This is a good song. I'm sure people will let me know in the comments some of the, like, you know, cultural stuff that I might have missed, right? I'm not Finnish. You know, there's stuff that they're doing that I'm sure makes sense to Finnish people, but doesn't make sense to me because I'm not from that part of the world. So I'm sure that there are people who would help me out. And tak, I say to you. See, I know one word. And I can say some words in your language in a way that is probably correct, but sounds very funny to me. You guys love a double letter. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And be nice to each other.